Hello, 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 hello. How are you? This is Elle's Famous Crafty Corner, and today we have a small project. This is going to be an easy one, guys. So we are going to make a wreath. So what you're going to need are small wreath forms. These are the 8-inch ones from the Dollar Tree. And you're going to need some clothespins. These are laundry essentials from the Dollar Tree, so inexpensive. Some wood glue or hot glue, whichever you prefer. Paintbrush yellow paint. And if you have any of these left over, we're going to use one of these as well. So, let's see what else. Some twine, scissors. That should do it. All right, so I'm going to get stuff out of the way, get something up here to protect my desk, and then we're going to get started on this. I'll be right back. Alrighty, so our wreath has 3 bars. We're only going to use these 2. You can take that off if you want to, or you can leave it on. It doesn't really matter. We're going to start by attaching the clothespins. Now, see this little hole right here? That's the one we're putting on the outmost wire. Okay, so we're putting these fairly tight, and we're going to put just a little bit of wood glue or hot glue here. And then we're going to press those together. And so what I do is I put a couple of these on. 1, 2, 3, and then you can come in and put on your hot glue or your wood glue, whatever you're going to use, and then push those over. Okay, a little bit of glue, push it over. Glue, bring that over. Okay, and we're going to do this all the way around. Okay, so go do that and then come back. Okay, so if you have little globs of glue, you may want to get out a nail file or a craft file and take those off, or hit it with your heat tool, whatever you do to get rid of, your glue strings. And once we have all of those cleaned, and I like the hot glue because it kind of gives you a little bit almost of a rubbery type effect where you can move these around a little bit, get them set the where you want, There, okay. I'm happy with that. And I gotta. You need to stop. Okay. All right. So once I have that all done, the next process is going to be to paint this. So I have some daffodil yellow here. You can use any yellow you want. And I'm just going to paint these. Pretty simple. So I'm going to paint the tops, and you can paint the insides here if you want to. It is entirely up to you. But I'm going to go ahead and paint these with just a nice base yellow color. I have a hairy hair. And I'm going to come back later and add some other yellows to this to kind of make it look a little less in my face. But I'm going to go ahead and just get this painted, and once I have all of these painted, then I'm going to get out some other shades, and when I come back, I'm going to do a little fine work with a tiny brush, just to kind of, give it a little zhuzh. Okay? So I'm making sure that I get in those little slots there and everything and covering the metal. And I'm just going through and painting these. Now, if you don't want your flower to be yellow, don't paint it yellow. Paint it blue, green, whatever color you want. I'm going to go ahead and paint mine yellow. No, Harry. It's not for you, baby. It's not for you. And if you feel the need to, you can paint the insides here, the backs. I don't know that I will, because this is going to go outside, and so I don't know that I need to do that. But I am going to get all these painted. Once I have them all painted, I'll come back, and we'll move on to the next step. I'll be right back. Okay, so now this is dry, and I've got a fan brush here, and I've got a little bit of bronze that I'm going to use here. And all I'm going to do is just kind of fan this lightly at the tips here, just bringing in the color. I'm making sure that when I do this, I go in the direction from the center out. Okay. And then I have some honey mustard here. It's just a kind of a more muted yellow. So I'm going to shake this up. It's going to need some more shaking. Let's see. Oh, that's better. It's like a color. And I've got this little brush, very fine tip brush, and I'm just going to use this to kind of put a little bit of lining on here, just kind of here and there. There's really no method to this, or rhyme or reason. I'm just trying to tone down the overall yellow a little bit. And then I have some gold. I'm just going to touch this a little bit, drawing out on some of these edges. And again, I'm just using the fan brush. Just a little bit of paint on the brush just to kind of more or less dry brush this on. I think we're going to need a little bit more. Okay, so take a quick look. So that's what she looks like. And I'm going to let everything dry, clean my brushes up, and when I come back, we're going to go ahead and finish this up. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut a piece of my jute twine, and I'm going to make a knot here on the bottom. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach this where I think, you know, I want the top to be, which I think, for me, is right about here. And I'm just going to bring it through. Yeah, if I can find my tweezers. My tweezers have disappeared. Yeah, there. So I'm just going to bring this through. Here. And what I want to do is I want to put this under that one in the back. And then I'm going to put a drop of hot glue here just to hold that. All right, so now I have a hanger. And I have my little bee, and I'm going to use some wood glue for this, but I'm also going to put some hot glue because the hot glue is going to grab right away and the wood glue will hold it over time. So we're going to go ahead and put that on there. And there's my little sunflower wreath. I know, so adorably silly, but that's it. That's my little wreath. And you could put one of those little word banners across here if you wanted to, you know, something nice. But that's my basic little wreath. It's our little sunflower. And that's it. That's all I got for you today. Listen, if you're new here and you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit the button for me and subscribe. Like me, ring my bell. You know, poke a fat lady. She likes it. Just, you know, well, poke the channel anyway. Let's see, what else? Check out the community tab on the YouTube channel. Look at the description box below for some links. And until I see you again, stay well, my friends. Bye-bye.